Octa Research and other research team declared the severe outbreak in the Metro Manila. DepEd, CHED, and other private schools implemented a mental health break. Guangzhou requires Marcos Camp to present a notarized medical certificate in the court. Megastar, Sharon Cuneta is under home isolation after his husband, Kiko Pangilinan, tested positive. Artist Ben Affleck dismisses making Justice League. For more news, stay tuned to M.I.L News, your news, our business.
Good day, Philippines. This is Cecilia Santos and Luis Policarpio, serving you the hottest and the most leading news of the day. Your news, our business. Welcome to the leading broadcasting station nationwide, M.I.L News. The case of COVID-19 cases here in the Philippines ranked up to its highest number of new active cases since the pandemic start in the number of 34,021, while the total number of active cases as of January 13, 2022 went up to 237,387. Its positivity rate is reached 47.9%, where almost half of the people who undergo the test came out as positive. Meanwhile, 4,694 people recovered today in the total number of 2,803,286.
Based on Octa Research, the possibility rate of COVID-19 cases in the Philippines will continue to increase in the following days as the Metro Manila announced a severe outbreak.
Metro Manila is in a severe outbreak of COVID-19 cases based on metric of U.S. non-profit COVID Act Now, said the independent analytic group Octa Research on Tuesday. The average daily attack rate increased to 89.4, which is above the COVID Act Now threshold for a severe outbreak, greater than 75 per day, 100,000. Octa Research fellow Guido David said on Twitter. According to the group, the 7-day positivity rate in Metro Manila also increased from 20% to 48%. Positivity rate is the percentage of people who test positive for COVID-19 among those tested. The reproduction number decreased to 5.22 from 5.65, which indicates the trend slowed down slightly. Hospital bed occupancy increased to 57% and is likely to exceed 70% next week. Overall, NCR is classified as very high risk, David said. And this is our health news, Mark Henry Tan reporting.
In the midst of outbreak of COVID-19 here in the Philippines, DepEd, CHED, and other private school declares a mental health break. Exclusively Mikael Tulud.
A topic just came up and it's about the health rate of DepEd stating that they are officially suspending classes in public schools from January 15 to 22 in Metro Manila. To ease the health burden caused by the surge of COVID-19 cases, the physical and mental well-being of the school personnel and learners, the DepEd National Capital Region suspends the contact of classes starting January 15, 2022 and on Monday, January 17 until Saturday, January 22, 2022 and shall resume on January 24 to 29 on purely asynchronous distance learning modalities, DepEd said. For the duration of the suspension of classes, it is expected that physical reporting of teachers will not be required by the school heads, it added. The DepEd said that the mid-year break scheduled for January 31 to February 5 shall be utilized by the learners and that the teachers are expected to attend their usual activities. Thus, the second quarterly examinations for the students will be conducted during February 7 to 8, while the submission of works from the students will be complied from February 7 to 12 via online. The last contact days shall be compensated by mechanisms such as independent study, remediation, enhancement activities, and other related teaching and learning interactions, DepEd said. Not only that, but including the ACT are calling out for a health rate due to a survey that has been conducted and found that more than 50% of the teachers in Metro Manila were found to have flu-like symptoms. ACT General Secretary Raymond Pasilio said many of the teachers have been sick since January 1, and the survey conducted by the ACT Metro Manila chapter supports this claim. TEPED also allowed its local officials to declare a class suspension from those that have been smitten with COVID-19 virus. The teachers group also said that the urgency of the situation required prompt action from no less than the higher echelons of the department. Manila City Mayor Isko Moreno Tomagoso also declared a week-long health break for students and teachers from those cities who have cases of the COVID-19 virus.
A hot news in politics just arrived. Guangzhou requires Marcos Camp to present a notarized medical certificate after the former senator skipped Paul Body's hearing on his disqualification cases. Commission on Election Commissioner Rowena Guangzon said that she will order the presidential nominees camp Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos to present a medical and notarized certificate. Due to difficulty speaking and a terribly congested throat, his staff eventually submitted a medical certificate, indicating that the former senator needed a rest. Marcos, on the other hand, was eventually discovered to be all well enough to virtually attend a radio interview on the afternoon of January 6, a day before the preliminary conference, to discuss his platforms. Marcos was already sick on January 6, according to Rodriguez, but decided to go ahead in a radio guesting. I will order the doctor and attorney Vic Rodriguez to show cause or require his physician to have his medical certificate notarized, Guangzon said in a tweet. Guangzon, on the other hand, looked to have doubts. And that is the hot news in politics. Daniela Asiodoro reporting.
Hey mga kachika, I'm MJ Villamor and we're gonna talk about celebrity chika and trends. Did you know that artist Sharon Cuneta is under home isolation after her husband Kiko Pangilinan tests positive for COVID-19? Sharon Cuneta claimed that she has been isolated at home since her husband, Vice Presidential candidate Kiko Pangilinan, tested positive for COVID-19 2 days after her birthday. Last night, I tested negative on my antigen. Kiko tested positive on his RT-PCR test results. This morning, all of us at home tested negative on antigen. A couple of days or so to see this morning's RT-PCR test results. All of us, she said. We are all isolated in different parts of her home. The megastar also expressed her worries, particularly for her children and her house helpers, while she asked fans to include her family, and her nannies in their prayers. I worry for my children. Please pray for us all, including our beloved yayas, she said. So not the birthday gift I expected. Cuneta then reminded her fans to be safe and to take good care of themselves, while showing a photo quote from one at MD_Anna at art_artistic saying, "Make today happy." Cuneta wrote on her Instagram page today, January 9, that even though she and everyone in her family tested negative on antigen tests, they still underwent RT-PCR tests and are still waiting for the results. The next is artist Ben Affleck dismisses making Justice League because he stated it is his worst experience in acting. It just was the worst experience. It was awful and it was everything that I didn't like about this. That became the moment where I said, "I'm not doing this anymore." He added, "It's not even about like Justice League was so bad, because it could have been anything." Affleck also spoke about his decision of exiting the director's chair on the latest The Batman movie, starring Robert Pattinson, and eventually helmed by Matt Reeves. Affleck noted how he realized it was not worth it and that he felt more at ease after realigning his priorities. Ben Affleck considers playing his Batman role in 2017 movie Justice League to be his worst experience as he recently looked back on the difficult times he had gone through in his career. Affleck described the film as the nadir of his career after experiencing a series of unfortunate events during the movie's filming. This he disclosed in an exclusive interview with the Los Angeles Times last Friday, January 7. It was really Justice League that was the nadir for me. That was a bad experience because of a confluence of things. My own life, my divorce, being away too much, the competing agendas, and then director Zack Snyder's personal tragedy and their shooting, he said. The actor then clarified that it was not about the film is bad. The movie, while a commercial hit, received mixed reviews, emphasizing that it could have been anything. I look at it directing the Batman and thought, I'm not going to be happy doing this. The person who does this should love it. You're supposed to always want these things, and I probably would have loved doing it at 32 or something, he told the publication. But it was the point where I started to realize it's not worth it. Affleck recently hit the headlines again after rekindling his romance with singer Jennifer Lopez. He previously revealed that he was hesitant at first to get back with Lopez, stating how their publicity could affect his kids. And that's all for our celebrity chicas and friends. And once again, I'm MJ Villamor. Thank you and goodbye.
Good news! The first week of 2022 will be typhoon-free according to the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Astronomical Service Administration or PAGASA. PAGASA stated that there are no weather disturbances expected to enter or form within Philippine area of responsibility in the next 3 days. But their shear line will continue to bring rains over the Visayas and northern Mindanao. The weather bureau said that the northeast monsoon will continue affecting most of the northern Luzon, while cloudy skies and light rains will prevail over Cagayan Valley, Bicol Region, Aurora, and Quezon. Fair weather is expected over Metro Manila and the rest of the Luzon, but the northeast monsoon may bring isolated rains. PAGASA also stated licensed thunderstorms are expected over the rest of Mindanao within the flash flood or landslide possible during severe storm. And I am Cedric Portugal for the weather news.
And that's all for our news today. Stay updated and stay safe. I'm Cecilia Santos.
And I am Luis Policarpio, serving you the hottest and the most leading news of the day. Your news, our business. Welcome to the leading broadcasting station nationwide, M.I.L. News.